This is 3rd and 8. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. A strong running. Latavius Murray. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray, 58 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes.
Latavius Murray, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Charles. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now it's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out and possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Can't find anyone open. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They look to throw on third with Dalton. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
One receiver left, that's Allen. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The first down carry here for Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Star Latulele in on the tackle. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Set. Wide, 20. Wide, set.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, that's Allen. Here's Dalton, looking for someone to throw to. Left side here, caught by Clay. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down to the tight end.
Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Third and 2 for Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And now out come the Bills. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Latavius Murray, the 40, the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.